Yeah, bro.
What's happening, brother? You good?
I'm good, my man. I'm good. Just fucking doing some cooking and that. Look at this. Yes.
Oh.
And then here, to this. Loads to do anyway.
Are there edibles as well?
Yeah, bro, man. I'm fucking making edible. That's why I'm doing vapes. I'm getting my vapes done. I'm doing chocolates. And I'm doing all sorts of shit, mate. I do all sorts. I just fucking cook, fight, fuck, and talk. Brilliant.
I'll have to get some of them edibles off you, like.
Mate, give me a shout, send you some more, mate. I promise you, I've had the best reviews for my stuff. I make all my own oils, I make all my own food. My man makes make vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, Victoria cakes, chocolate, anything you want. She makes it, she'll send it through. She'll send party cakes for 70 quid. And you and your mates can fucking party all night with that fucking stuff. I swear, mate. I'm all about against. Mate, look at that yesterday, the 420. We'll talk about this on this if you want. But the 420 yesterday, mate, was a big rub in the face of, oh, it's illegal. You shouldn't be able to have it, and it's bad, and this, that, and over here. But then they give you a day just to rub in your fucking face. There you go. You can have it for a day. No one will say no to you. There you are, good little boys and girls. But yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's that bad that you get a lot of time for doing grows, and paedophiles get less time. So why don't you just have a purge day for paedophiles? Because I tell you what, you go fucking sick, and they'll get killed, murdered bastards. I'm just saying anyway. It's just me being straight with you, mate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Do you only take edibles, or do you smoke it as well?
No, I don't, mate. So I'll explain to you. You smoke it, it goes into your lungs. Your lungs are your oxygenation for your brain. So it goes straight into your veins, into your brain, and gives you cloud and brain fog. So if you eat it, it goes into your ingestion system, your digestive, yeah. It goes into your bacteria, your gut. Your gut then digests it into your lymph nodes and your lymphatic nodes. Then opens up your endocannabinoid system. And then when you've eaten, the endocannabinoid system opens up, your body starts to regenerate. That's why you get a nice deep sleep on it when you sleep at night. And what happens is your body's there to sleep, to regenerate and to detoxify, not for your brain to rest, because if your brain rests, you'd die. So therefore, your brain never rests. Your brain can never turn off, because if it did, you'd fucking die. So it's there purely for your body to recuperate. And therefore, rest is really misunderstood. So when you're eating this stuff, it's meant to be in hemp, and hemp was meant to be in the fields, and the cows were meant to eat the hemp, and that's why cows are sacred, because cows ate the hemp, and then we ate the cows, and it was in our body, in our digestive system. So hemp's part of our natural digestive fucking process of our foods, our natural foods meant to eat, but these fuckers took it from us.
Do you think they'll ever legalise it?
They'll have to, mate, because the end of the days are coming, and we're doing it ourselves, because if we all stand up with the same products, they can't go every fucking door and arrest us all, can they?
No.
There you go, brother.
It's like it's no one's asked about it either. They'll just walk down the street with a joint anyway and do what they're doing.
Bro, I'm going to iPad tomorrow with a lot of wares, all my fucking stuff, oils, fucking vapes. I'm going up there, mate, and I swear, if any coppers say out, mate, I'll make sure that I fucking give one a good swing in the jaw. I can't give a fuck anymore. We're not about none of them.
Is it the THC stuff as well?
Yeah. Proper RSO, Rick Simpson oil. Research Rick Simpson oil. It helps with anxieties, depressions, cancers. Helps with clearance of mind, clarity of thought. Helps with a lot of things, mate.
I've had the Rick Simpson oil a few times. It's like that black tar stuff in it.
Yeah, bro, I swear, mate, I make mine so good. California Christmas cake, booming.
Yeah, I'm going to message you about this, mate, 100%. But
I'll send you a thing through. But go on, mate, what are you saying?
We're going to start, obviously, with the BKB series, mate. I appreciate you coming on.
It's fine, man.
I was wondering if we could start, bro, by telling us where, like, your fighting started in your life or your combat sport started. Where did it all begin for you?
Just fucking fighting, bro. Just fighting in the streets as a young boy and getting older and older. And then I got to, obviously, I found a knack for taking the kicking and giving the kicking. But I very rarely took the kicking. I just took the shots and carry on moving forward, a bit like I do now. So yeah. I've always been that guy that will just stand and fucking will fight. I never run from a fight. I used to fucking out at school, mate. I was always in the fucking wars with local lads. There was always something going on. And I was always after school fighting. I was always in school fighting. I actually had lads, a group of them, because one of them lied and said I'd stabbed him in the mouth. He's very close to me now, actually. We're good close friends, but as kids, we were like fucking Rottweilers. And my brother, we were having a fight on the floor. My brother's a bit of a snake as a kid. He wasn't much of a fighter, but if I was having a fight, he'd just go running in. And I used to say to me, "Don't fucking do that." I hated it. Fucking hated to do that. A couple of fights had me built me in fucking head when we were down at the floor and having a fight, and I'm like, "You can't do that, bro." He's in the American Army now. He's a soldier. He's a brilliant guy. He's changed his ways. Obviously with children we learn.
Yeah.
But someone had kicked Craig Maples in the face, being my brother, and his lip had been split fully through, and because of his teeth, he had goofy teeth, and he told all the guys that I'd stabbed him in the mouth. Said I pulled an eye, which I never did, but obviously, and they couldn't gather it. And me being a logical thinker and analysing it, I'm thinking, how can I stab him in the mouth? If I stabbed him in the mouth, it wouldn't just stop there. It'd gone through his fucking gum and into his fucking chops and lot. But he told him I stabbed him in the mouth, it just stopped at his teeth. Oh, your teeth are so strong. But anyway, so the lads come to school and they had the fire alarm go off at some point, and I knew it was coming. I heard the fire alarm go off and I thought, bit strange. Obviously, the fire alarm goes off randomly anyway, but I just had a feeling. As I walked out the door, I just, when you have that gut feeling, you just fucking know. I've got a really, really good instinct. My gut feelings are just amazing. And when you got that sixth sense, you think, yeah, that's happening. And I've never had a kicking. I never had actually been on thought being kicked in bad. You know what I mean? I never got up and thought, fuck me, I'm in bits here.
Yeah.
So basically, what's happened is me and Craig had this fight, and then he got all the rest of the lads, the popular ones, because I was like a middle ground. Me, I did my own thing. I wasn't bothered about being part of this group and that group, and I just went around different people and spoke to people. I was just sound with everyone if I could be. But these lads obviously were more on his side because they hung around with smoke weed when I did the things I did. And as I walked through the door to come out of school with the fire alarm going off, I just fucking seen this hand come swinging. I just fucking moved and I just went for it. I was just dodging. There were about fucking 7 of them all coming. They had knuckle dusters. They had hinges in the gloves. They were trying to get me, mate. But I tell you what, I was just too weak for them. Anyway, they couldn't get hold of me, and it all come up to light that it was a load of bollocks, a load of bullshit. And you know, they all settled it. And the years on, they're all saying, "Fucking hell, Smudge, we didn't realise, you know, we didn't know it was like that." But you know, the kids lie, don't they? And so yeah, I get it, man. I don't take grudges. I don't hold grudges, and I certainly don't hold anybody to the things they've done in the past, because your past is your past, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, mate. But
so yeah. Sorry, fighting. Yeah, so we got into the fighting. I do apologise, mate. So I just fucking stopped there. So when I joined the army, I'd always watch boxing, and I mean, I wouldn't always. I'd watch it whenever it was on, and I could see it, because obviously back then you'd have Sky and a bit of money. My mum and dad weren't very rich, so we didn't get pay-per-views and all that shit that come out with your Van Holyfields and that. But I'd see little snippets here and there, and I'd always be quite keen and interested, but I never got the chance to do it. So when I joined the army, I started fucking battling. You do when you join the army, you're fighting with the lads all the time, because you're compact, you're in the same accommodation, you're on each other's fucking backs. So you're sleeping side by side. It gets too much, so you're scrapping a lot. And I was just fighting all the time, and then boxing team come up, and I kind of got put on it for I butt stroked one of the lads with the end of my rifle for being a bully, and just fucking smacked him on the jaw, and he dropped to his knee. And RSO saw me out the window, and he went, "Oh, you there, red ass? What the fuck you think you're doing, you psychopathic lemming?" I went, fucking hell, I fucking braced up, I shit myself. And I shot upstairs. He told me to get to his office. I went to his office. I did it right in front of battalion headquarters. Fucking, it's just me, mate. I just do shit. So I've marched into his office, and I marched too close to his desk, and I fucking kneed his desk, and his shit went everywhere. And he's like, "Fucking get out!" But fucking hell, mate. I spun round, I shot out, and I come back in, and I halted about fucking 3 meters from his desk. I thought, fuck, I'm getting that close. And what the fuck you think you're doing? Butt stroking one of my senior bods. I was only a red ass. I'd just joined, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I was game. I was over in Northern Ireland, and I said, look, he was fucking pushing me around. He's trying to bully me. Well, put a complaint in. You're going to put a complaint in? I said, I want to put a complaint. I've dealt with it. And he goes, well, what do you mean? He was bullying you? I said, well, he's pushing me around. You know, he's gone too far. And he goes, I'm gonna give you a punishment. You can either take a long week. I can either take a long weekend leave off you, or I can put you on the boxing team. And I went, well, I want to try boxing anyway. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, yeah, I want to try boxing anyway. So I went, yeah, boxing team, with a little smile on my face. I went, it's a punishment, Private Smith. You know, smiling. And then he put me down at boxing team, and I spun around, fucking marched out of his office, and I was fucking so buzzing, because I thought, you know, long weekend leaves in Ireland are massive too. Like 3 weeks leave is big, but long weekend leaves are big as well, because you're over there for 2.5 years on a residential posting, so getting home's not always easy. So if you lose a long weekend leave, and I had a girlfriend back home, I had my honey back home, you know what I mean? I can't fucking not go home. Yeah. I need to catch her cheating. So joking. So basically, mate, I got into the boxing team. Not the boxing team, like the boxing Victor Durham, which is like a competition between companies, like the ABC company, support company, and all that. So I had a little go at that, and I did good at it. And I told people that I boxed before because I thought I want to go into this with a bit of confidence, not just from me but from others. But I wanted to fake it till I made it. So I faked it, and I continued boxing, and I was just bouncing from gym to gym whenever I could, or learning stuff online by myself, and basically self-taught. And then it got to a point where I went to Golden Team, and I honed my skill a bit more with Porrick at the Golden Team, and Daryl, Kendall, and Darius and Cosmos, a few lads that I spar with and train over there with, or I used to. But they brought me on, but my style's always been the same. Like, I've never changed my style. I've just teetered my shots here and there, and learnt to just get a bit more accuracy or a bit more sharpness here and there. But ultimately, mate, I'm self-taught with a bit of help and guidance.
Yeah. So was there a reason for your fighting all the time? Would you say you've got a bit of a short temper?
No, mate. I just don't. I don't like to see people get downtrodden. I don't like to see people get pushed around. I'm a big advocate on the prevention of bullying. I've been a bully. I've bullied. I've been bullied. I've been a monster. We've all been monsters. We just don't know how monsters we can be until we start being a monster. And I learned pretty fast about ethics, morals, and principles on my own account. Because, well, I say my own account. I'm obviously going to give the army a bit of gratitude for that, because they do teach you certain things in there, and it does get stamped into your personality. But it can only get stamped into your personality if you want to become that person. And I really want to become the person that could be a bit more of a leadership role or an inspiration instead of an influence and a bit of a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's me, mate. That's how I got to fighting, and I've enjoyed it. It's been a great journey so far. And I'm not a fucking superstar, I'm not fucking massive, but you know what? I've enjoyed it, and I know I've helped a lot of people on the way. So all I can say to that is I'm proud of what I've done.
Yeah, because you had a few unlicensed gloved as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I had about 15 unlicensed. I lost only a couple of them, 3 of them, sorry, against one of my very good pals. Well, all of them are good pals, and all of them. I don't really fall out with anybody. So, I tend not to. I try not to. If they fall out at me, that's their problem. But I don't hold grudges on fights. I don't really do rematches unless the last one I want to rematch on. I felt I was being robbed, but at the same time, I've accepted a loss is a loss, and I accept the situation and circumstance I'm in. So it just is what it is.
Yeah. So when did the conversation go about the bare knuckle?
The way I see it is this. I didn't want to get back in the fight game, but I needed to, and a man needs to do what a man needs to do. So I'm back in the fight game for a while. I'm fighting for BFBA. I'm fighting against a local lad. That was meant to be a Russian, and the Russian pulled out. Then it was meant to be a fucking Nordic Viking from Holland or something, and then he pulled out. And then it was meant to be someone else from the BKB that was meant to come over, but he didn't. So now we're fighting someone who's quite a high caliber fighter from another sort of platform, another sort of martial arts. Very, very, very good man as well. I'm no issues. I don't have issues with his fights. Anyway, look at me, James Kennedy, before our fight, and me and Tony, and me and Chet. We're all good. But I haven't met this guy yet, and I can imagine he's a nice bloke. I've seen his stuff online, and I think it's going to be a good fight in the ring. I think it's going to be a good build up, but not in a bad way. It's going to be a nice build up. And that's what I'm trying to do with my new business of BKM and Partners, which I've started with my business partner, Adam Newby. We're trying to promote fighters that want to fight and don't want to just talk shit about each other's families, slag each other down. I think fighting is about respecting each other, because how can you not respect the guy that's opposite you? I mean, it's all good having that fucking ticket sale tomfoolery of, oh, you're a prick, you're this, you're that, I'm going to smash your cunt in. I'm not asked for that, me. I think that you should respect the guy that's doing the training to fight you, just as he should be you should with him and he should with you, because you're going to meet him in the middle of that ring. And he's in that ring for a reason, you're in that ring for a reason. You both made it to the same ring at the same time for a reason. Regardless of age, experience, all that, just respect the fucking guy, because he's coming in there to entertain the crowd with you, for you. He's your dancing partner, for fuck's sake. Enjoy the fucking game. Get in there, and if he hits you, expect it and accept it. But do it with a fucking smile and enjoy yourself, because the way I see fighting is, if you're going to train all that time to get to your fight and you're going to fucking smash it, you're going to fucking proper put yourself in some deep, deep dark holes, which we do, then why not when you get there? Enjoy the fucking thing. Don't get worried about getting in there. You've done all the work already. All that heartache and all that hard work and the heartache has got you there now. So enjoy the fucking night. But people go down like fucking. I seen it back at room at gym rooms, and just sat there quiet. And I get that's their process, but some of them are fucking shitting it. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
And then they get in there, and some of them are cowering.
There's better, can't there?
Yeah, do you know? There's
people just don't give a fuck.
nah, but at the same time, mate, it is a mindset game, innit? You know, mostly it's in the mind. We like Conor McGregor, he said the same, and I believe in this. You know, if you can visualize it, you can see it, you can imagine it, you can feel it, you can accept it, and be grateful for it, then it'll happen.
Yeah.
So just have belief in yourself. Just don't. I mean, I've lost my fights, but I always had belief in myself. You know, I even if I lost, I had belief in myself. It's just they turned up better on the night, or you know, the ref did his job and the judges did their job, and you know, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. Get out of the ring. Don't worry about the critics. The critics are always going to be there. The critics are like crickets. Crickets and cricket. Can't get out now. Critics and crickets are the same thing. They just fucking make a bit of noise. Ignore them. They mean nothing. Their thoughts and feelings should make no fucking difference to you and how you feel.
100%, mate. Are you interested in getting on this BKFC thing with the BFBA?
Well, there's an interesting story, actually. We are actually the long arm of BKFC now, is BKM and partners. We're actually helping them find their fighters, matchmaker as well. We're in touch with David Feldman and Nate Shuck and a few of the BKFC guys. We've been speaking to a lot of fighters, ex-UFC fighters and current UFC fighters, about certain aspects of the game over here for the bare knuckle scene, and glove things, the glove scene as well. Because we're speaking to ICB, and we're actually doing stuff for them as well now. So our business is going quite fast.
Nice.
So yeah, we've got a lot of fighters that are signing up, and we're getting them fights already. Me and Adnoobi are working hard, and they're coming to us because of reputation as well, because your reputation precedes. And if they know you're a man of your word or you're a good man and you want the best for them, then they're going to come to you.
100%.
It's not always about the money. I mean, it's about the money, but it's not always about the money. Sometimes people like to take a little bit less for a little bit better quality of a person to work with.
Yeah, no, they're getting looked after properly.
Yeah, man. I mean, speculate, accumulate. If you take the guys, on board now and not expect, but you know, at least have confidence that these people are going to take you the way, then eventually it does happen and you get paid out big time. It's a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So,
did you see the lads do their BKFC debuts? There was James on last night and Conatini the other week.
Yeah, but Conatini was fucking on it, mate.
Unbelievable, wasn't he?
Yeah, mate, on it, yeah. And James, mate, James is brilliant, mate, brilliant fight. They all are, mate. James is a fucking class fighter anyway. That was the fight. Both them guys nearly fought. I was supposed to fight Conatini in replacement of Hubert Gavin. It was short notice. He was coming down a lot of weight. I was in a bit of pain with my back at the time. I was a lot of pain in my back at the time, but I knew I would have beaten Hubert Gavin, how I was. But I knew that Conatini is an handful, and I'm not a mug. I'm not an idiot. I'm not daft. But I wasn't going to take the fight. I wasn't going to be stupid and idiot and daft. But my coach said to me, and I've never been pulled from a fight before. No one's ever said to me, Smudge, come on, mate. You know, there's a certain fight you need to train harder for. Certain people you should do more for. You know, you should be 100% for. And it took me 2 days to be convinced. And when I got back to Jim and Joe, you know, I said, look, I can't. They've pulled me from the fight. So it's not worth me. It's not worth where I'm going next with my career with you. But if the prize fight finally had happened, and they were a bit sour about it, but they agreed in the end. And it really fucking broke me, to be honest with you. It was. I never turned the fight down. It fucking sank me. And then I got the and then I was supposed to fight James Lee, or we'll try to get a match. And the matches that should have been made just didn't get made. I don't think. I mean that's their business. I get that, but you just as a fighter looking inwards while you're on the inside as well. You get a good idea of where people are at, and you know, as a fighter, you see who the best fights could be because you're the fighter. When you're not a fighter, you don't see them fights because you don't see it at the fighter's point of view. So there was fights that I think should have happened at certain times that would have really, really boosted things. That helped out not just for the fighters but for the company as well.
Yeah, it's getting massive now, bare knuckle, isn't it? All these things.
Yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
I think it's taken over Gloved. I think Gloved is a lot of bullshit now. I think the people have ruined it. The BBBOC and the rest of the crooks and clowns.
Massive boxing fan, mate, but just saying that Jack Catterall put the fucking icing on the cake for me, mate. Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor, I was fucking sick for him, mate. I was absolutely sick to my stomach for the lad.
I met Jack Catterall up at Golden Team, who was doing the sparring. Lovely bloke. It's fucking shame, mate. It's all just money, innit? It's all just a money game.
Getting robbed from a fight is bad enough, mate. Mate, for all the fucking belts for the undisputed champion of the world, mate.
Well, look at that with Tyson Fury, another one. You know, it's all that heavyweight shit. They say, "Oh, best heavyweight." I'm like, yeah, but let's be right about it, mate. They're even them. They're all getting played. They play like a fiddle.
Of course, yeah. Fucking Dylan White waited fucking over 2 years, mate. Mandatory #1 just to get the shot that he's getting tomorrow. How can you do that to a fighter and that give him other fighters that are like fucking ranked 14th in the world and all that?
I know. I don't even watch anymore, mate. I haven't watched boxing. I haven't watched TV anyway, but I haven't watched boxing for like a year and a half now. It don't do nothing for me anymore unless I'm watching something to learn a bit or to something that I haven't seen before. Someone says, "Oh, that happened." I'll go and have a little look on YouTube or something, but it just don't bother me, mate. Like tomorrow, I will not pay no interest at all.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing. It's just we just got each around somebody. I don't watch football, to be fair. I just don't watch TV at all. Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm the same, mate. news, everything. I don't watch.
Yeah, it's fucking dead, mate. So yeah, I'm glad to be back. Now I'm happy to be back. I did a long bike ride today. I was on bike anyway, but I got to the gym. Did 13 rounds with some very very fit guys, and I kept up with them to a degree. You know, it's my my 5th or 6th big session back. And I'm on a really, really hard fast at the moment. So to ride to the gym, do 13 rounds and ride up to my Mars, fucking hell, bro, it's a killer. I could feel it as well. I mean, your legs are just fucking...
fire in your belly, though, to get back.
Yeah. To be honest with you, bro, I don't lose the fire for fighting. My fire's in my belly all the time. I mean, when I'm talking, I'm passionate about what I'm going to speak. So... it's the same sort of passion for me, mate. I'm either fighting with my hands or I'm fighting with my mouth. It's all the same. Right, man. I'm good at 3 things: making love, fighting, and talking. And I can only do 2 of them things at one time. So, you know what I mean? If you try doing all 3 at one time, you're fucked.
Fights that you'd want, that you've got your eye on, you must have someone in your head that you're looking for the future. Or is it just anyone who comes to it?
Bro. So a real fighter doesn't choose his fights. He just fights the person that's put in front of him. And a real fighter doesn't fight just to prove he can fight neither. A fighter fights because he needs to fight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's fighters out there that are poster boys. There's fighters out there that do it all for ego. There's fighters out there that do it for influence. And I'm a fighter who does it for inspiration. I mean, the reason I've come back to the platform now is to create a bigger platform for myself, so I can get my word out of what I'm speaking, which we spoke about earlier on. And I think it's a good thing to do, because I'm using what I'm good at to show other people a better way, to show people a bit of light, a bit of brightness, a bit of positivity, and to help people lift the mood, because everyone's depressed right now, everyone's down and feeling shit, and it's got to, don't worry about it, mate. Someone else has come to the house. So it's just one of those, mate. I just felt like it was time after my year and a half lay down to come back, make a bit of money as well. So I do need a bit of money, but it's not about the money. It's more about helping other people and other fighters.
Yeah, 100%, mate. I won't keep you for too long, mate. Is there any shout-outs and that you want to give, or sponsors?
Oh, I've got loads. So I'm working with Envisage moment, which is a coffee drink over in America that sponsor UFC fighters and some Team GB. They're a herbal coffee drink, caffeineless, and it's really good for recovery and also energizing, like an energy drink. So I'm doing a lot of stuff with them, with Soul Rain, or Rain Soul Food, which is seeded foods. Big shout out to Adam Newby, to Joe Whitaker, there's fucking loads. I'm working with a lot of people at the moment. I'm practically back and forth, running up and down, and life's a bit of a whirlwind. But to be fair, that's just how life is anyway. But it's just got a little bit more at the moment, a bit more intense, because there's that much going on around us. not just business, not just fighting, but the world in general. So I just want to say thanks to anyone and everyone that's supported me so far, that's watched, that's messaged, that's been inspired, that's rang me up and told me how much I've helped them. I want to thank you guys, because while you're telling me, I've helped you, you've helped me, because whenever these messages, like any fighter gets, it hits you hard, but it hits you good. And to know that you're helping people is, I mean, here's an analogy for you. The sun doesn't shine on itself; it gives its light. A flower doesn't give its scent to itself; it gives it to us. So life's about giving; it's not about taking. It's not about being greedy. So if I can give something to people, even it just be a few words, a conversation, or show them that even when you're kicked down, you don't have to quit. I mean, I've been kicked down a lot just lately, and I don't quit, and will not fucking quit. Many a man would have, but I haven't. So just like I say, a big, massive shout out to all those that support me, and I support you. Thank you.
Spot on, bro. And just quickly, I've seen you've got a new podcast, mate. Do you
Yeah.
with the people where they can find it, and your YouTube channel and that, bro?
Yes. So I've got a Smudger's Missing Piece podcast. The missing piece, not peace, but as in peace, as in loving. I'm getting a lot of different people on, fighters, non-fighters, people that are part of all sorts of different industries, doctors, holistics. I'm getting anyone else I can on there. And if there's anybody who wants to get on there, give me a shout. I'm at Smudger BKB on YouTube, and I do a lot of lives via certain links. I post them up. But we're talking about the world. We're talking about what we should be talking about. What we've left behind, what we've been tolerating, what we've been ignorant to. So, and not just that, but common day stuff, everyday stuff. Is anyone to get on there and speak about shit that's happened, any sort of real life stories? Want to get their story out? Then come on and speak to us. Give me a bit of your story, and I'll take some notes down, and we'll speak about it and get your story out, and let people know just how real life can be. Because when you live in that fake life, you're living that bad life, that gluttonous, that fucking greedy life, and that's not a good life to live. So if we can help other people understand that there's enough to go around, we don't have to be greedy, we don't have to be jealous, we don't have to be hateful and gossip. We can be better.
Yes, sweet, bro. I'll put all the links to the YouTube and your Instagram and everything in the description.
Thank you, bro.
And I really appreciate you coming on, mate. I'm going to message
brother.
straight away now about these edibles as well.
That's fine, is that, mate? If anyone wants any of them, give me a shout on Edible Eye Vibes. But if there's any sponsors out there watching this, there's a big fight coming up, world title on 30th of July. Opponent is still to be announced, but it's more or less set in stone as far as I'm concerned. And it's going to be a big fight. So yeah, and I do put the work in. I do promote well. I do have a lot of people that do support as well. So if any business out there want to get on board, then please get in touch with my team and myself, and we'll get your name out, and we'll push your brand and your products as much as we can, as long as it's clean, healthy, medicinal, and I don't mean pharmaceutical, and it's good for people. Because if it's not one of them things, I'm not interested.
Yeah, definitely, mate. We'll definitely keep in touch, mate, and
always.
Catch you soon. I'll have to come on your channel,
mate. Get on, brother. Give me a shout. We'll get on. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
Appreciate it for the request, brother. God bless.
Thank you for your time, bro.
Ciao, bro. Bye-bye.
See you later, mate. Bye.